Is another day in the frog tank, and here we have our normal frog in his normal place. I'm not sure where all of them have gone off to, as after I have added this patch of grass over here, some of the frogs have decided they don't want to stand in that area. I've also added a little apple core, so then the bugs have something to eat. You can see something buzzing around there, probably a mosquito. What is that? Is that a frog? No, it looks like a stick. But the frogs are still all in here. There's one here. I'm not sure if you guys can see it due to the film, but he's sitting right there, having a good old time. It wasn't that long ago that I added all those crickets into here. So theoretically, they should have plenty of food. But I still only see two of them. This medium-sized one and the one that is always over here. Oh, there's one. See him? He's hiding right there. Must have been in the folds. Somewhere in here. Looks like he just came out of nowhere. And what's this? Looks like this seems to be some kind of a actively biodiverse bug nest. As you can see, there's tons of bugs just running around right there. And our froggy friend seems to be hanging out with the littler frog. I hope they're getting along. They look like the same species, but one of them is much brighter than the other. I hope that one's not getting bullied. Oh, this one's moving in too. See, he came out of his little dish. Okay, so they don't seem to be bullying each other. This one's moving around a whole lot. Just went from over there to on top of the skull. What about you two? What are you guys doing? Just chillaxing? Having a good time? Wonder if they smell the apple I put in here. It's hard to say for sure, but they're all looking that way. Maybe I'll come check on this later and see if there's any progress on the apple. Today is Friday, and as you can see, one of our friendly little toads is out and about. You can see all this green here. There's a lot of green, especially in this area right here where he likes to hang out. He seems to like the greener pastures, which is not atypical of frogs and toads, but this guy seems to like the more brown areas. He's a bit skinnier. There's probably someone over here. There usually is. But toads are very strange creatures, and you can never tell exactly when or what they're going to be up to. Right now I've only found two of them, but I'm sure there's more. There was this dead dragonfly on the outside of the tank, so I went ahead and put that in there, because these guys are definitely mating. So there are at least two different mated pairs in this tank of grasshoppers. Here's one that's a little bit more lonely. So hopefully these guys have a good and stable food source coming out pretty soon. I'll probably have to still feed them occasionally, but you never know when a good amount of mating may be done. Tiny little crickets. As you can see, on occasion they'll come out and they'll run around like this one here. They are absolutely tiny. This is a little corn kernel that you'd be getting at a Great Value brand, little Walmart things. So you can tell these guys are tiny, very small. But there's 55 of them. So hopefully they'll have kids. I'm going to try and find some grasses that they might actually eat, because I'm not sure if they eat most of this stuff here. We just ripped this plant out of the ground. It's a giant weed of grass. So hopefully it does all right and it grows. And it's something that the bugs in here will eat. I know it's what I usually find them in, so hopefully it's what they eat. It is currently 4 in the morning, and we do, of course, have our little frog hanging out here. We got another one on this stick. It seems like over here is a pretty popular area today. Let's see if we find anyone else. Of course, I have put some more apples in here, you can see, as well as some other fruit. I don't really know what this fruit is, but well, here's a little guy. Hey, little guy. I need to clean this glass, huh? It's pretty dirty. I'll go in there sometime and I'll clean that out. But yeah, as you can see, our friendly little frog town is awake. It's currently 4 in the morning, so it's around the time that toads are awake. They're little weirdos. They don't ever stay awake during the day, where I want them to be awake because that's when I'm usually home. But I try to come out here on my days off whenever I can. I'm convinced that one never leaves that spot when he's awake. I don't know how he eats. Because it's always that one. It's never any of the others. I just heard the weirdest sound. I wonder what that was. It sounded like frog, but I don't see frog where the sound came from. Probably under this leaf. I put some tadpoles in here of an unknown species, but I don't know if they survived or not. So yeah, that is an unknown. As you may be able to see here, I think there's some animals that have been eating the apples. I'm really hoping there have been, at least. We need more bugs in this tank. As you can see, this apple has been here for a few days now. And it is all gross and squishy, so something has been on it. And this snail up here, he's alive. He's not awake, I don't think, but he's moving. So, as you can see here, that looks like frog poop. We do have confirmation that the frogs are pooping. Oh, here's our other little guy. Just chilling out, sprawled out on that leaf. Seems to be having a great time. It does look like they don't have enough nighttime creatures, so I may have to go in here and help out and get them some nighttime creatures. Run around with a flashlight and my, what's it called, net. Who knows? Maybe I'll do that. My first time running around at night to catch these guys. So I found whatever this is. I don't think I've ever seen that species in my yard before. Not much else, honestly. There's a couple more similar caterpillar-like species. I'm assuming they're of butterflies because I never see them. And that's the only thing I can think they might be. So I'll go ahead and put these guys in there. Good luck, little guy. Hope you survive a little bit, because frogs are out looking for you. Good luck, bud. It is currently 6:30 of the next day. I figured I would record me wiping off this glass because I haven't done that before. I don't think there's anything that's trying to get out right now, so that's good. But yeah, you just come in here, you just wipe it off. But yeah, getting it all wiped off is an important part of this tank. As you can see, that is all green and brown. Making sure the grasshoppers don't try to escape. Just bully them into their place. They should know their place, their food, not friends. It's the opposite of fish in Finding Nemo. Oh, whatever that guy is, he's running. Try to avoid hitting the frogs. But yeah, you have to do the same to the outside because it is an outside tank, so outside of the glass gets dirty too. It's unfortunate, but it's true. But I usually leave some dirt in here, but for now, I'll just clean it out because I don't like the way it's starting to look. Oh, hello, frog. Some leaves just fell on you. Sorry about that. Knock this snail down. Snail doesn't need to be up there right now. Yeah, it's starting to be a little cleaner in here. We like our glass clean, so we always make sure the camera can see in it real good. All right. Look at that shine. You can see that frog so clear. Wow, he's a big guy. Silly guy, you just hit your head on a stick. Probably didn't feel very good, huh? But yeah, you can see so good in there. I think this spot needs a little bit more wiping. Oh, hey little guy. Jeez, he's hopping a whole lot. Sorry if I'm scaring, but needs to clean. Okay, that looks a little bit better. There's a stain on the glass, but I scared the frogs pretty good. But it's about their nap time, so that's that. Sometimes I see little bugs and little spots that look like frogs that aren't frogs. It's so cool how nature looks like other parts of nature, but they aren't. I wish I had a glass top instead of this. Officially daytime. It is 8 in the morning. This is Friday. This is 1 week ago from my first upload of this video. So all the animals are now asleep. It has freshly rained. This ecosystem is currently asleep. You can see here some of that grass I planted not too long ago is looking like it's trying to be alive. Most of it over here is dead, but with death always comes life. Oh, here we go. Here's a little frog. He's still awake. What are you doing there, friend? What is that? What do you got? That doesn't look like it's supposed to be in here. What is this? Some kind of plastic. Not natural at all. Here's some more. Well, I got trash in here, huh? It's strange. I don't know how that would have gotten in here. Also, I don't know where the frog went. He just disappeared. Oh, there he is. He's chilling out. They do like to be awake when it rains, as if they're not, well, you know, things get messy. Is this supposed to be an apple tree trying to grow out of this apple? We don't really want that. So, just take those out of there. If we have an apple tree in this tank, we will have a huge mess to clean up. I'm thinking about adding something, but I want to get you guys' opinion on it. It's actually really, really big. I wear a size 17 shoe. But it will fit inside that tank. It's really rotten and decomposed. There's plenty of hiding spots inside of it. One problem is it's really decomposed and it's hard to move, and it's just big enough to where it'll take up most of the tank space. So it'll be a main feature piece in the tank. It comes off of this tree here that has all these broken limbs that are about to fall on top of me, as you can see. So I'm not sure if I should add it or not. I'd like to see what other people think. I'm sure it would provide tons of little insects and other species into the tank, because there's definitely something in here breaking it down and other things trying to live off of it. I think there's a little mushroom on there. So there's definitely life on this, but I'm not sure if I want that life inside the vivarium I'm making. So what do you guys think? Should I add it